All right, good afternoon, viewers. I want to share quickly with you the differences between limited liability companies and business name, and how these new tax laws from this month, January 2026, if you're in Nigeria, how these provisions of the law will affect you as a small business or as a limited liability company. All right, so stay tuned. Now, what's the difference? A limited liability company is a company that is treated separately from its owners, right? It's a company that has the ability to sue and be sued, of course. It can be treated distinctly from its owners, and also the owners are safeguarded from the business debt. You must register with a CAC and the name must end with limited. It's different from a business name. Why is it called limited liability? Because in the event of winding up or liquidation, the assets of that company will be sold possibly and distributed to its creditors. And those liabilities are only limited to what the company owns. You will not encroach to what the owners have. That's what it means. It's limited to what the company owns. That's what's called limited liability companies. And also, they are better than business name because people trust them more. It has so much legal backings and more advantage than business name, right? But in the case of a business name, it's a small business that is run almost like an individual business. It's like a sole proprietorship. There you bear all the risk, all the debt, all the business debt, liabilities is borne by the sole proprietor, the business owner, right? One of the advantages of a limited liability company is that the liability of the company is limited to what the company owns. In the event of winding up or liquidation, the creditors of that company will only be settled with what the business have. The asset of the business only what will be used to settle their liabilities and debt. That's the simple analogy what it means limited liability company. That means the owners are protected legally. They are not touched, they are not harmed, because there's a concept in accounting, I think it's called business entity concept. It says you treat the business separate from the owner. So limited liability business can sue and be sued as a legal and corporate person. So if the business has debt, you're not going to touch the owners or the directors. No, you are going to face the business itself. So that is why it is better to register as limited liability. And also, with the provision of the new tax laws in Nigeria, it is preferable that you go for limited liability companies, because as a business name, you're going to pay heavy tax as an individual. You're going to pay tax progressively. Let me explain. Somebody who made 100 million in the limited liability company will be exempted from tax. But you that made 10 million with a business name will pay heavy tax. Why? Because of the new provisions of the tax law in Nigeria. Because it said small companies are exempted from tax. And who is described as a small company? By the provision of the law, a small company in Nigeria right now is a company whose annual gross turnover does not exceed 100 million. What do you mean by gross turnover? It means the money you get from the business, like your revenue, before any expenses is deducted. After you've calculated your revenue, it is 100 million or less, you are exempted from tax. But with a condition that all your fixed assets that you own as a small company, the value is not more than 250 million naira. Then you qualify as a small company to be exempted from tax. All right, so that's it. So as a business name, it is different, because even if you make 1 million naira, you're going to pay tax progressively using the band rate. So I advise you quickly now, go and change your business name to a limited liability company. Do it now or cry later. Thank you for watching this video. Please like this video, subscribe, share with your family and friends, okay, so that they can also learn this secret, all right, and benefit from the new tax laws that are coming up. All right, thank you and see you soon. Bye for now.